Hey guys, what's going on? It's Revenge back here in another video, and today we're going to be covering the top 5 Modern Warfare Alpha gunfight weapons. Of course, this is all in my opinion of the top 5 weapons, so if you guys have another top 5, go ahead and leave that down in the comments below, and I'll be sure to see it and see all your guys' opinions. Also, leave in the comments below if you think that gun should be nerfed or buffed when the full game is released, and I will be doing a second video once the full release of the game comes out, just in case there's any new weapons that get added or if there are actually any buffs or nerfs. But anyway, let's get into the actual top 5 for the alpha. So the number one gun that I've seen from the alpha that was really powerful was actually a shotgun, more specifically the 7.26 shotgun. Now, when it comes to shotguns in Call of Duty, they're normally a hit or miss. They're normally either too strong or too weak. This shotgun is definitely in the too strong category. While the 7.26 only has 2 shots, it does a lot of damage. I'm talking a lot of damage. 2 shots is going to be plenty enough to kill an opponent majority of the time, no matter what the range is. And when the full game releases, I can't see this being the number one spot anymore because so many people have been complaining about it that I actually believe that it probably will get a nerf since it is so powerful. It does have a long reload time because it only has the 2 shots, but you really don't need to use more than 2 shots with this weapon because it's just that powerful on the close quarters map that it gets the smaller maps on Modern Warfare that you're basically going to be able to kill an opponent with those 2 shots 90% of the time. Another shotgun is the Model 680, but I didn't want to include 2 shotguns on the list because they pretty much do the same thing, the same 2-hit damage and everything. The Model 680 does have more rounds in it, but I think the 7.26 is more powerful. So that's why I'm not including the Model 680 on this list because I just don't want 2 shotguns. So in the second spot, I actually have the Desert Eagle, or the .50 GS as it's called in Modern Warfare. And it's a great weapon for damage again. It'll easily kill an opponent with 2 shots or 1-shot headshot, even at pretty long range. Most of the time, range isn't even a worry with Gunfight because of how small the maps are. So really, it's going to be a 2 to 1-shot kill almost every single time as long as you hit your shots. Now, saying that, the shots do require some practice. Obviously, the .50 GS isn't going to be something you can just pick up right away and be able to hit shots. That's going to take some practice with the weapon to actually be good with it. So that's why I put it below the 7.26. The 7.26 is a lot easier to shoot. But the Desert Eagle is just super powered at long range, and it would honestly be a great primary for a shotgun secondary like the 7.26. That would just be a really good combo. In the third spot, I have the AX-50. The AX-50 is a bolt-action sniper rifle, and this is definitely the sniper rifle that you would want in a gunfight. It's got decently fast fire rate for a sniper. It is pretty slow, but it's got a very long range scope. So early on engagements, you're gonna be able to win so easily if you have this sniper. And it's a 1-shot from pretty much waist up that I've seen. I really haven't seen too many hit markers with this weapon because a lot of people in gunfight are on head glitches. In this sniper rifle, the AX-50 can easily take off those head glitches. It's such a viable weapon to use early game. It's so powerful. It does so much damage. The reload time doesn't really matter because you have 5 shots. The only kind of rate that matters is the fire rate. It does take a while since it is a bolt action, so that's kind of why it's on number 3. It's just that fire rate, but most of the time, if you can just hit your shots with this weapon, it's going to be an absolute great weapon to use. In the fourth spot, I have the AUG, or the AUG as some people pronounce it. It's classified as an SMG in Modern Warfare. Previous games we've seen the AUG be more of a assault rifle than an SMG, but after I've watched this gun for literally 2 seconds of gameplay, I can see why it's classified as an SMG, and that is the fire rate. The fire rate is so much faster than we're used to on the AUG. It's ridiculous. It's almost like it's like a little bit smaller than the Scorpion, I would say, from Black Ops 2. That's kind of what I'd relate this to. Even the scopes are kind of similar. So with that fast fire rate, it obviously in the close quarters maps has an excellent time to kill. It's so short, you can fry the opponent. It's so easy. and especially works if you don't have a shotgun. This will do just as well. Um, the time to kill is obviously very short, and then the reload time is pretty standard for an SMG. I wouldn't say it's like shorter or longer. It's just your pretty average reload time for an SMG. It's got plenty of bullets in the magazine. I believe 30 that it has, if to the best of my knowledge. Which I mean, you won't even need to reload really. Even long range, this isn't a bad weapon. Long range is going to be a little bit harder because the recoil is going to be a little bit more since that fire rate is high. But if you can control that recoil, this is an absolute beast of a weapon. It'll fry no matter where you're at in the map. So the AUG comes in at number 4, all around great weapon. Now, the number 5th spot goes to the loved AK-47. Modern Warfare is bringing that back, as like we've seen in previous Call of Duties, but I find it a bit different from the previous Call of Duties. So, assault rifles in Gunfight aren't going to be really great because it's mostly either long range sniper rifle or short range shotgun or SMG. But while saying that, the best assault rifle is definitely the AK-47, and that's why I want to include it on this list. Its time to kill seems so much faster than any other assault rifle. The reload time is pretty standard for an AR. It's not really faster or slower. The recoil is pretty standard. I wouldn't say there's more or less recoil. It's just a pretty standard AR recoil. Um, the magazine side's obviously like 30, just standard AR. Everything about it's just a normal AR, but the time to kill is so much faster than any other AR for some reason. It does so much more damage. So that's really why it's the best AK. Is every other, or the best AR, my bad. Um, every other AR really just does everything slower than the AK. Whereas the AK can just fry from long range. Close range, you can't really do much with the AK. I feel like you just get shredded from either shotgun or SMG. But as a long range weapon, if you get a good scope on it, I'm sure it could easily kill if you can control that small recoil. So all in all, it's a very well-rounded weapon. And that's going to close out the top 5, guys. Like I said, once the full release is out, I will be doing another one, and any buffs or nerfs I will cover. And just go ahead, like the video, comment down below your top 5, and subscribe if you want to see more Modern Warfare content. See you guys in the next video.